Hey Internet, welcome back to Death Engineering Plays Race into Space. We are picking up in the fall of 1965. The Russians have a very solid two-crew moon program underway. They also have some very good automation. But we're going to try and catch up here. Let's see what Carter Walcott has to say today.
Good evening. Developments in the news today. Sources from the Space Agency have disclosed that due to an engineering error, there's a 50% chance that the next mission will explode during launch. And that's the news. I'm Carter Walcott.
Yeah, that sounds just about right, doesn't it? A 50% chance that the next mission is going to explode. Do we launch anyways? Or do we throw the dice? I guess let's see what our next mission is. I kind of don't even remember. What else do we have here? Borman and Graveline have advanced from... Oh, wait, Borman was in advanced training, of course. That's right. And then we have our new recruits from basic training. This is really excellent news because even though it is fall of 1965, we are going to be walking into spring of 1966 very soon, and we're going to have some money on our hands, and we're going to be able to purchase that Apollo capsule finally. We already have the lunar program underway. However, we've been called to Washington to kind of explain ourselves and maybe even visit the Pentagon. So on the way, we'll go ahead and swing by the moon. We do see that we have a 70% reconnaissance. We've done some excellent flyby missions, but we still have not completed a lunar orbital mission or a lunar probe landing. All right, let's go and see what Washington has to say. The President awards you a citation for excellence in leadership and management of the space program. Has anyone let Johnson know that we're not leading the program? Is it because that I don't know. I can't quite explain how he's doing this, but let's see how our budget's looking for next year. I'm glad he called us in. He was going to give us a commendation. I thought he was going to fire me. Intelligence briefing. CIA is planning. CIA reports the Soviet Union is planning an orbital satellite. Developing boosters. Well, we're aware that they were developing that N1. They got their Venus flyby mission. Let's check out our CIA statistics here. You can see there's an awful lot of red here. They have that landing program well researched. They have their N1 fully operational. They still only have that two-crew capsule, however. We're going to be hopefully leapfrogging these guys here. Not this year, but into the spring of next year. We're roughly on par here. Now, they have developed a kicker program that has cost them some money, but, we aren't going to be working on a kicker, so hopefully we'll be able to leapfrog them again here. All right, well, let's see what we have lined up for our launches this season. We have our orbital EVA duration level C. We have the hardware purchased here. We'll go ahead and set this up for the Titan Gemini mission. Our lunar flyby, which, just to confirm, no, it won't let us launch that lunar flyby on the boosted Atlas. The game is aware that the Atlas is not capable of doing that kind of a mission. I'm not sure that Buzz Aldrin's Race into Space had that same limitation. I think that might be a new addition to Race into Space, but if anyone knows for sure, I'd be interested to know. I'm not going to purchase this one quite yet. What was our other mission? Unmanned orbital docking. I'm kind of more inclined to focus on the unmanned orbital docking with a boosted Titan. Where are you? There you are. And that's going to cost us 26. That's a little bit more than we have. We're going to have to delay that one. So let's come back here. Can we afford the lunar flyby? Yeah, we can afford that lunar flyby because we already have the Ranger in stock. We'll go ahead and purchase our lunar flyby. We'll assign this one here. We're going to go ahead and delay this unmanned orbital docking. And you know, maybe we won't even need to. If we get that Apollo fully researched enough, we can do some docking experience with the Apollo. Perhaps we won't even need this. So we'll go ahead and delay that one for now. We have 7 megabucks left. We are aware we are not working on a kicker for that. We can get a little more safety out of our strap-on booster program here. We only need 5%. We have 7 megabucks. We'll go ahead and put our full 6 in. And we have been told that there is a 50% chance that our next launch is going to explode. Requirement penalties of 5% here. I think this is because we're taking a risk on the orbital duration. We are kind of jumping ahead there a little bit, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and throw that coin up, and we'll see if it lands on heads or if it lands on the exploding rocket. In the meantime, let's set up some future missions. Hey, we have our unmanned orbital docking, which we have delayed from the previous year. What do we have else we can plan here? Yeah, why don't we start looking towards some of these flybys? Venus is our good close neighbor. What else can we find here for a good close neighbor? I enjoy how they say how easy it is to get down to Mercury. Because I think you can complete the Mercury flyby in only a couple of seasons. Yeah, Mercury is not that easy to get to. Its proximity to the sun makes it relatively hard to land on. Relativity joke thrown in for fun. But we'll go ahead and do the Mercury flyby. But we'll go ahead and do our Venus flyby and a Mercury flyby. So we have 2 science missions set up for next season and our unmanned orbital docking. We need to have a look at our astronaut center here, as we do have some astronauts have now come out of advanced training, but we have Borman here. Yeah, Borman, who was in advanced training. Everyone else has just graduated from basic training. So how are things looking in the Gemini? 2 flight crews and 2 backup crews available. I don't think we need to assign any new crews to Gemini here. But we'll come back and assign these once we've got the Apollo program underway. We have assembled our flights here. We'll go ahead and do our schedule. You know, unmanned orbital docking, I don't know if this is the right way to do this here. Let's alter this a little bit here. We're going to kind of come into this a different way. Since we have lots of crews there, let's set up joint unmanned orbital docking. So we decided to cancel those flybys for now, as tasty as those prestige points are for those flybys. Let's try to stick to the science. Okay, so we're going to go joint unmanned orbital docking in a Gemini. That's going to send up the docking module in a single launch, and then it's going to send up leaving the Agena in orbit. Then we will come back and we will launch another crew. We need to find one of these that have the orbit. Okay. You know, let's skip the EVA. Manned orbital docking duration. We'll go to level D because we do have a level C planned. We have a really good endurance crew right here in Level and Crossfield. These guys have flown. They're very experienced. Endurance 4. You could go Armstrong and Conrad too, however. All right, well, Level and Crossfield are flown. Armstrong and Crossfield are flown. We're actually going to go Armstrong and Crossfield. Oh, sorry, Armstrong and Conrad. Wood and Carpenter as our backup. And we're going to leave the other crews on Gemini for now, but we'll probably wind up retiring them next round. All right, so we have our joint unmanned orbital docking duration. That's what that is. Then level 8. Okay. The Russians are well ahead in the budget. That is what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever seen a budget disparity quite like that. Okay, let's go ahead and launch these missions. You have a Gemini on Titan EVA suits. Safety factor is looking really good here.
Hold down till thrust builds up. 11. Engine ready light on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Engine sequence start. 1, 0. Launch commit.
No go. Roger. Capcom or no go.
Oh, we have a problem on the pad. Problem on the pad.
You are no go. No go.
Lightning strike on liftoff. Minor instrumentation failure. No damage. All systems are go. That's interesting. I don't think I saw a launch there. I'm not sure what's going to come next. Okay. Well, lightning on the way up there. I believe the course of action when you have lightning on launch is SCE to aux. All right, everything is looking good so far. We have our orbital EVA doing well. We see our docking module. It's coming around. Negative docking. Docking attempts failed due to pilot error. Come on, Gus. Expected more out of you. Oh well, Grissom and Shepard are okay. All docking attempts have failed. I believe we're going to have to bring them down. No, we're going to continue on with our duration. This is excellent. And the duration seems to have run into some difficulty. Crew sickness again. Grissom and Shepard. Well, we're coming home. Let's hope things go well. The orbit burn seems to be going well.
Roger, drogue looks good. Roger, re-entry checklist complete. Standing by for main at 10.
All right, looks like re-entry is doing well. Recovery and landing looking good so far. Chutes are fully deployed. All right, we're coming down nice and safe. We did earn that one prestige point with the mission duration A, but we have a partial failure. We did not successfully dock. We did not complete our duration step. We may have to downgrade our duration mission on our next season. We still have our lunar flyby.
Roger, periscope has retracted. Periscope pickup.
Oh! There's our 50% chance. I kind of forgot there was a chance of this, and there it goes. Our rocket has exploded. Rocket and payload destroyed. However, they did not blow up the launch pad, so it could have been worse. Our pad survived the fire. Not a great look for the team, however. Prestige -3. Not a great look at all. All right, spring of 1966. Let's see what Carter Walkrate has to say.
Good evening. Developments in the news today. Last week, a graduate student at the University of Florida stumbled on a major scientific discovery. This advance in microcircuitry will improve R&D and assist in all of America's space programs. And that's the news. I'm Carter Walkwright.
That is going to come in handy. We have a good chance here to improve our R&D on all of our space programs thanks to this discovery. Glenn released from the hospital, and McCandless released from the hospital, so they're okay from their adventures in space. Well, I guess the first thing we should do is make sure we have purchased all the hardware we need. We have 147, and that sounds like a lot, but we brought over 19 from last season, so our budgets really are not great. In fact, so low that we may not be able to pull off that Apollo mission after all. We may have to scale this back and do something like a joint Gemini mission. Maybe do a shortcut like the Russians appear to be doing. We'll see how things go. So up on an Atlas, that's perfect, nice and cost effective. Titan 98%, Gemini, definitely. Now we should be able to get this up using a boosted Titan. There we go. So we're setting up a docking module, the Gemini, the Titan. Okay, let's go ahead and schedule these missions here. We were, I should say, hoping that by performing the last season's duration mission that this would come off without any penalty at all. However, we're going to actually scale this back to, looks like this is the repeat of the last season's attempt. So we're going to basically redo last season's attempt here at a duration mission. So it'll have that 5% penalty, but hopefully we'll be able to pull it off this time. 99 megabucks left. I was really hoping for a 50% off sale, but we do have that R&D bonus this year here, +1 per team. So let's see, 40 here. If we went with the Apollo, we'd spend almost 40% literally of our budget this year for this round on purchasing one program, and that would leave very little left for research on that. So, and we're going to throw 10 into the Eagle. Would have bring us up from 33 up to 56. That was pretty decent. We're not going to research any kickers for now. EVA suits are as research as they can. This is already up to 65% from our successes in docking. This is also research as far as it can. However, we're going to actually go ahead and purchase the surveyor probe, and we're going to give it full research here. So up to 68%. That'll give us one on hand. We'll come over here and we'll purchase a Titan. And that'll give us enough to attempt a lunar surveyor landing. We weren't able to purchase the Apollo capsule this round. I was, to be honest, pretty much hoping that we'd hit that 50% off sale. Purchase this Apollo capsule and get those crews into the Apollo team. Into the Apollo program, I should say. And they're still sitting out there in the lobby of the astronaut complex. But we will purchase enough equipment to attempt another surveyor here. So we'll get a second one of these. Another one here. That leaves us with 8 megabucks. So we'll throw that 8 into the research next season. We have our missions planned for next season. We have some launches out on the pad ready to go. Let's see how these astronauts are doing here. Their mood is fading, but everyone's still in the green. We'll keep everyone locked up in our Gemini for now. I didn't mean to transfer them there. That's fine. They'll come back. One thing that we're going to really work towards achieving here is an avoid fail here. This is one of the things that the lunar module is kind of critical because if we get that crew down on the surface and everything is looking great, and then their ascent engine fails to light, that's going to be a real drag. In fact, I've seen that in-game scene, and it's not pretty, where it talks about, I think something about a reminder of people up on the moon. We have to schedule lunar probe landing, number 8, and another type 8 here. All right, let's go ahead and launch those rockets. Okay, first up on the pad, we have a docking module on an Atlas. Very reliable here on the Atlas, 98%, 65% on that docking. We're hoping it comes off. We do have the second part of our mission, the Gemini on Titan, to dock with that, Egina. So hopefully this comes off all right. We do have high reliability on that Atlas. And we do have a good launch. All right, we have our Egina docking module in orbit. Let's get the crew out to the pad. The Soviets, once again, proving their reliability in robotic spacecraft, have done a Venus flyby. All right, well, we're up here with our Gemini. We are going to attempt that docking module
Okay, stand by for
docking
final
mission
status
again.
check. Booster, go. Retro,
Hopefully
go.
this one comes off better than last time here.
9, 8, guidance, you go. 7. Stand by, 1. Surgeon, go. Go. GNC, go. H9 guidance. 3, 2, go. Flight 1. Capcom, we're go.
All right, we have a clean liftoff. Orbital insertion burn success. Check out that Gemini. Everything's looking good in that Gemini so far. Our docking module is powered on and looking good. Let's do a docking attempt here.
We're no go. Roger. Capcom, we're no go. Capcom, we're no go.
Docking attempt has failed due to pilot error. It seems unlikely with Armstrong. However, we're going to go ahead and attempt the rest of that duration mission. We just don't have that Egina to hang on to anymore.
Guidance, go. Surgeon, go. Econ, go. GNC, go. Roger. Capcom, we're go. All right,
looks like our duration mission's coming along fine so far. Earth the orbit burn is complete. We're on our way back down. Re-entry success. Chutes are looking good. Alright, recovered landing. Let's get the team out there to pick them up. Alright, we have achieved a duration level C, and our second B flight has come off as well. A little surprise in that docking. Well, that's kind of unexpected from Armstrong, I've got to say. But we do have the duration C at 5 prestige points. And we're moving into fall of 1966, so we have a lot of catching up to do. We need to get that Apollo program up as soon as we can. Those guys are still out in the lobby waiting, I think. But that's okay. We'll come back here, and thanks for now for watching. Have an awesome day.